These are my class.
You can only
We're gonna have snacks, okay?
And I'll have a coffee to it.
you can only see Jason and Lisa. Don't do that again. You can't see you. And Emily, don't look this way, and then you can't see
Yeah, I
anybody.
zoomed it to where it's just me.
Yeah, it's just him. Not even
If
your
y'all
head.
worried
You're
about me
good.
sharing this with everybody.
Is it going on YouTube?
Yeah.
Actually, it is, but it's a private.
Oh, we gotta get Kagan.
That's the only way I can get it to my professor, because the file size.
If Kagan starts attending GCAP, I will stop coming.
Promise?
I would tell him to his face. He knows I go by. I love him to death. I don't ever want to be in a meeting with him ever again.
So we can have the first 15 minutes
1
of
year
social time
Oh my god.
and get out of here later. We
Oh,
can start and
I'm sorry.
go home. I like this version.
We might actually get out
I
of
mean,
here
if y'all
in
need
time.
social
Do
time,
that, right?
hey, I'm all about venting. I know all about it. All right, so has everybody got a agenda?
Yes.
Thank you for coming. The calendar updates. The first thing there is the middle school fair. It's this Saturday at Fulmore,
Not good.
9 to 12. I'm sure Dr. Mitchell will see none of us here.
Are you gonna be there?
I have to
Do
be
you bring
there.
students with you? No?
So much effort. Yeah, I asked one, but I haven't followed back through. So if she comes, that's fine. I don't know. Sorry. I think it's behind the drink. Thank you.
Yeah, if you want, you can go up here and all.
I don't know. Like I feel like we're not like. I mean, last year we were hitting hard trying to get our numbers back up. I feel like our numbers are back up. I don't feel like I need to hit it hard again.
Yes,
So you know, whatever.
The sixth graders.
But you're gonna go and just with a table and just smile and
Spinners?
answer
Taking the
questions?
spinners?
40 of them. Just that's
Oh,
all. Just
okay.
pencils. You may not do the whole thing. If you have anything that you want to put on the table, sit down. Sometimes like I think last year. You, Brian, you set things down last year.
Yeah.
Oh, one of those little puzzle things would be cool. I think you did one of the robotics.
Okay. Usually have that
I'm
stuff?
not even gonna do a video this year. Like no simple.
Cool. So you want a couple things?
Sure.
Okay.
Kiss
Let's get a
principal.
box.
Yeah.
All right, so the big line item today is the service day. Y'all got the email yesterday. So the service day is going to be that Wednesday, the 19th, and it's just for 8th graders. It's going to take place or replace the career fair. So we're going to be in the library. There's 25 organizations that have already said they'll be here. There's another 10 or so that have said they're going to send stuff to give out, just they won't have representation here. And we're going to do that. Instead of doing a pep rally schedule, we're going to just do it 6th, 7th, and 8th period. It's going to be a regular scheduled day. And they're going to make announcements throughout the day through, so we're going to do it. So 6th period, everybody that has this social studies teacher, their kids will go to the library. The 7th period, the next social studies teacher, those kids will go to the library. 8th period, the last social studies teacher, those kids will go to the library. 8th grade only. Now, no, Wednesday the 19th.
And will you guys try to line that up so that like my kids are called during 8th period so that I'm not losing one class during that day?
So here's the deal. So the kids that are leaving to go to the fair
Is
are the
everybody
only
that
people
had
that are
you?
moving. Everybody, teachers, everybody else is staying in their rooms
Right,
teaching.
but if during my seventh period, if you call my 7th period, then those kids don't get instruction that day.
Oh, I got you.
So
But
if you
then-
could call
we're-
my kids 8th period, that would be great. And I
Will
think like
you-
Chris is off 7th.
Right. Will you work with Patty to make sure she
Okay.
can do like she
Yeah,
does the
well,
career fair?
Yeah,
Just talk with her about
she's
it.
gonna work all that out to where it's the least amount of trouble for anybody. But that's the idea of this whole service day thing is we want the least amount of work to the teachers. PTA says they wanna take and run with it, and they're gonna give all the support we need so that it doesn't hinder and give us extra work as a staff. Now, for the service project, which is separate, that'll be Monday through Wednesday. You need to finish on Wednesday because the organizations that are getting things built or made or packed for them are gonna take those items with them Wednesday after 6th period. So your service project will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday during your Excel if you've chosen to be a part of it. The other thing is we're trying to plan this to where Wednesday and Thursday grades are already being turned in. It's not going to hinder your classroom time. We're trying to keep it separate from instructional time to where it works out for everybody. I know they sent out the email yesterday with the Google form for interest and who wants to participate, who wants to do this and that. If you can tell your teams, if they can get their responses back by this Friday, so we have a total number of, PTA can say we have 50 of the 70 classes participating. This is what we need for PTA. This is how much money we need. This is the parent volunteers we need. This is this,
So
this and that.
let me rephrase that. It's not a choice. You
I
need
was
to
gonna say,
participate.
is that
Oh,
optional?
sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
Not optional.
But
Not optional, participate.
I filled out the form yesterday, and it's coming from PTA, right? So it's not coming from within our organization. At no time did they ask me for my name.
So you're one of the first two that did it, Melissa.
Man,
I
there's
didn't know
one
that.
of
Great,
two
we needed to
right
know
there.
that.
That's awesome.
As soon as she got the first two responses, she fixed it. Now everybody else's name's on it,
Okay.
except for the two. Yeah, except for the first two.
The first two didn't have.
What did you
any-
pick so we know?
I think pet beds
Okay.
was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
And
only,
someone's gonna show up to.
The projects are all 3
Everybody.
grade levels.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
so if you have an Excel, you're doing
A project, yes.
Oh, okay.
So,
Go ahead, Howard.
so I ignored that, 'cause I don't have an Excel, but you
Yeah.
said something about building, like, I just wanna make sure that he doesn't get swamped with,
Not building things like that, like building a backpack for the poor kids.
Yeah. There's
Making a
Building
dog bed that they
relations.
can
Together.
nothing,
Putting
nothing
together
this
items.
project is presenting itself to you all will add work to your schedule.
Okay.
It'll ease work and give you something to do for that last week of Excel.
we don't have an Excel.
Well, no,
but
so we don't.
sometimes,
I know.
sometimes we get swamped with requests
So
for
a
tools.
parent's gonna show up to our room with backpacks and all the things, and the kids are just gonna
So
assemble
here's
and
the,
stuff.
so once we get a final list on Friday, they're gonna figure out what we need. They're gonna send something to you all to send to your parents.
sixth period parents.
6th period parents, this is what we're doing. These are the items we'd like. They bring what they can bring. At Wednesday, the 12th, we're gonna shut that down. And then the PTA is gonna come through, okay, we gathered this many backpacks, we've gathered this many beds, we've gathered this many, and then the PTA is gonna come in and supplement all the other materials, so every class participating has the materials they need to do that final week.
I think the hardest things are gonna be like the backpacks, because you gotta put like a bunch of little bitty things in them. The pet beds are super easy, they need like 2 10 by 10 pieces of felt, and you sew them together. I mean, you knot them together. Super easy.
So the PTA is gonna give you everything you need to send out or do this or do that. The only work you'll have to do is actually click send to your parents in 6th grade or 6th period, teacher or parents saying, these are the materials we'd love for you to donate for this project.
The paper letter going home through 6th period, that.
I was thinking an email
requests
through 6th
an
period
email.
teams.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. Please let me know if that's not the best way to do that.
That's fine.
Okay.
is everybody good with that?
You can do a Google group as well.
However you communicate with your classes for just one period, just 6th period, that's what I thought would be the easiest.
And from the discussion we had with the meeting today with PTA, they are like over the top willing to help with anything you need. So at any point, if you feel you need something to complete this project, you just ask for it and they're gonna come with help.
I feel like I don't know what this is. So how do we sign up for this? It's an email from PTA?
There was an email sent out from Dr. Mitchell yesterday.
Okay.
And on it, it's got a Google form that you fill out. I'm this class, this period, I have this many kids, whatever the information is, I want to participate and do this project.
And
there's a list of projects.
you can choose
You
from.
rank them from 1 to
1
10,
to
I
10.
believe,
I was
right?
gonna say, we rank.
There's 10 projects, you rank them 1 to 10, what you want to do. They're gonna go through everything and try to get everybody what they want, but spread out the projects enough to where every project's getting covered. Does that make sense?
So I know this isn't you, it's PTA, but what if 5 people bring a backpack and there's only 5 like what if we don't get the materials donated?
PTA is paying for
They're
it.
just gonna go get them and bring them to, okay,
PTA is, any materials that's needed for the projects that isn't donated, the
perfect.
PTA is gonna supply those materials.
Okay, thank you.
This is not anything extra.
Yeah, actually,
Oh, it's awesome.
I think it's awesome too.
School-wide service.
And,
That's really
and I
cool.
think we talked about today in the meeting is there's a lot of parents that want their kids to participate in things like this, but don't have the time to take them on the weekend to a food shelter or somewhere else. So it gives them an opportunity through school. Here, I can help because I can donate 2 backpacks or 5 backpacks, and my kid is involved in this. Here.
And we're also giving an
Wanna do this
opt-out. We do think there might be some child on this campus that is not allowed to participate in service projects. So part of the email that you send out asking for donations will be, if you don't want your child to participate in this, please let us know. And then during that 6th period, they just sit there and read a book. I'm just saying.
And
I'm
PTA
trying
is
to
gonna
cover all
include
these
that.
things.
I want my child.
Yeah, right? Isn't that horrible? So, but you know, it's gonna happen, 1 or 2 people are gonna be those kids that.
And then for the 8th graders that are going to the service fair, so instead of a career fair, it's a service fair. So they're gonna get a little passport, just like they do at the service fair, the career fair. So as they're going through the tables, they can mark off which ones they did, just like they do with the career fair, so we can make sure they actually do it. And then they can take that whole service packet home, so the parents can see all the different things that they got to learn about. I think the only thing is, so then your project's due on the 19th at the end of 6th period, and you just have to take it downstairs, and we'll have tables for the 10 different projects that we're making, and you just put them there.
Correct.
And then Jason's got kids.
So the key points of what y'all need to get to your teachers and what y'all need to do as individual teachers is by this Friday, fill out the Google form. Send out the Google form or however you communicate to your 6th period Excel parents. When they give it to us to send out, PTA is providing all this.
We have to wait on that email before we.
Yeah, it'll probably, I'm guessing, because they gotta wait till Friday to see.
And see
what-
which class you're gonna pick, and again, if everybody wants to make dog beds, then they'll probably go down to your 2nd or 3rd choice, because we don't want,
80
80
teachers
dog
doing
beds.
dog beds. So we're trying to, they're gonna get the interest from y'all on the Google form and spread it out to where every organization that needs help or wants help is getting something from us as a school. The second thing you'll need to do is send that information out to your parents. The third thing is let us know on that Wednesday, the 12th, what you've received as donations from your 6th period class, so we can get that information to the PTA. The PTA may be the ones that come through and just collect everything, which we hinted to them that's the best idea. And then they can supplement everybody with what else is needed or wasn't brought in as donations.
hoping
They're
to
gonna have
everything.
all we told them they need to bring their materials on Friday to your classroom 6th period, so on Monday, you have everything ready to go. Then you work on it Monday through Wednesday, we're done on Wednesday, bring it to the Commons, we send it home with them.
Who's the best person to ask questions to about this? Are you heading this up, or who's Milky?
If you got a question, ask now, Jason, so that we can see, because I haven't heard anything from the staff about this, I'm just trying to
We've
see.
gotten
questions.
0 feedback from
Yeah, so if
yesterday's
you got questions,
emails
let us know.
about who likes or doesn't like or needs help or doesn't need help, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now, if you got a question, now's a great time to ask.
Well, I don't know what my questions are because I haven't seen this stuff.
Okay.
Like, I'm just thinking if I look at some of those and I don't know what some of that is, who's the contact for that, or how do I
Okay.
ask that question?
So y'all that have seen the list, I saw the list too, and I can't remember there, did you, when y'all opened up that list, did y'all think that it was pretty self-explanatory, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a Survey Monkey, it's not a Google form.
Oh, Survey Monkey, I'm sorry.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Okay.
I have a question is, who do we communicate what materials that we have received as donations on December 12th? To whom do we give that information?
The PTA is gonna.
They're gonna ask me for it.
They're gonna come
Yes.
out
Got you.
and find out what each classroom has and has not received, or have and have
And know
not
that you're only
received
expected to
for
make
your
the one
English
item.
teachers.
And like, unless you happen to get the
Right.
5 backpacks, then please make 5 backpacks, but the expectation, you only make one of the
Oh.
thing.
Oh.
You can make
Just
more,
one dog
but you only have to make
Just
one.
one?
Oh, I was picturing like assembly
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I thought. If we're
The
doing a care
expectation for them
package-
is just the
Little-
one.
Little elf hats and
Yeah.
hammering.
I don't think they understand the drive that
Yeah.
Risky
let's
Their,
have
will
their
have-
expectation, we're just, the first year expectation's low, if we
Okay.
can make 30, that's great, they're thinking 1 per class, that we will donate 70 items. Mine, I think it's 2 backpacks, 1 for a boy, 1 for a girl.
When she said that today, I had the same impression in my head, like, you're gonna get a lot more than
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
from
I think
this
so
group.
too. But so know that that's the expectation, is that each class creates one thing, except for the backpack, that's 1 boy, 1 girl. But other than that, yeah, 1 dog bed. not 30. More than welcome to make 30 dog beds, but the expectation is not one per kid.
I'm gonna put the socks in
class.
the backpack. You're gonna put the
Yeah.
canvas.
That's what I'm saying. It might
backpack.
take one day, it might take 2 days. We're just giving you kind of that whole week, those 3 days to see. We'll see how it goes.
We're giving
We
you a
could be
3-day
making
window.
1,300
If
things,
you
we
wanna,
don't know.
if you hit your expectations on Monday and have other things you wanna do, that's your business.
So as this goes out tomorrow and people start reading those emails and you have questions, let us know. Because when we met with PTA, I'm like, I haven't heard a single thing. Like I knew that y'all knew about it, but generally not the specifics. So if you hear things or have concerns, let us know.
Good.
And if you need help that day or those 3 days making it, let us know. And JHS has offered to help. They're willing to bring parents in
Yeah.
to offer to help. I don't think you're gonna need help, but we'll see. That's up to y'all if y'all can handle this or not.
They're ready and willing to supply anything that anybody needs.
Yeah.
And that's something that came out of their mouth. We don't want extra work on the teachers. So they're aware of that, so if there's any concerns or comments or questions down the road, I don't mind taking emails.
So the other side of that is instead of on the 12th, what else is needed, we might have extras. Like say we have one
Correct.
backpack, but then we've got a whole bunch of other things.
So we're gonna
So-
kind of inventory, or
Right,
PTA's gonna
okay.
inventory and kind of spread it out and then supply what's left with their monetary
Right, okay.
ability.
So it's both. It's not just what's
Yeah,
needed, but what's
correct.
extra, all that. Okay.
So if you choose dog beds and you get 1,000 backpacks, those backpacks are going to the classes that ask to help the homeless.
Yeah.
Shoot it because you're only sending the email out for dog beds, not the
Okay.
backpacks. But if parents get
I want to
confused,
do dog.
yeah. Backpacks for dogs, I don't know. We do all kinds of things. Yeah.
Fanny pack for dog, all right.
Okay,
Hey,
can I
it's
just
the
go
new,
over it
it's
real
the new
quick?
in. Go ahead.
Steps for teachers. 1, fill out Google form. 2, send email to parents of Excel students asking for donations. 3, tell PTA what you got.
Okay.
4, send an
For
email.
the email, once PTA sends you the email, because I don't want staff sending out emails.
Everything
Email
will,
to
everything,
parents.
the only thing we need immediately is the response to the Survey Monkey
Got
that
it.
came out yesterday.
Okay, so it's not a Google form at the top, it's a survey monkey.
Yeah, it's a Survey Monkey.
Okay.
And then once we know what everybody's gonna do, they will send you the email saying, this is what you're doing, and, here's the list of things you need. If for some reason you get something you hate, just let us know, we can fix all of that.
Yes. No, this should
We
not
know
be.
that Emily does not
this
wanna
should be
do
nothing
dog
stressful.
beds, so if that's what she gets, we'll be fixing
So
that.
don't put all these steps in here for the notes. Don't put it all in there. 'cause it'll
Let's
confuse
just
people.
do, fill out the Google form first.
Okay.
And then maybe what the
Survey
choice,
monkey.
and what the service
Got it.
day looks like on that day for the 8th grade teachers.
Okay.
Maybe let's skip the 2 Google, because I can already
Yeah,
see teachers
yeah.
taking overboard and sending an email out before we even know what's happening. But no, for y'all, if they start asking that we have it all taken care of, it's just step by step and we'll give them the steps before
As,
people
as
make
they
mistakes.
present themselves, you will be given all information.
What day was the fair?
The fair will be on Wednesday, the 19th. So the
First
three,
and
the three
16th.
pieces are, tell us what you're interested in by Friday. Everybody will participate in their Excel, 6th grade through 8th grade,
Well-
Monday through Wednesday, that final week. And the 8th grade only will participate 6th through 8th period on Wednesday, the 19th, for the service day.
And is that replacing career fair
Yes.
Yes.
fully? So that's not happening in the fall?
It just wasn't a big thing on this campus.
Sure.
Cool, all good?
We good on service
We're
day?
good.
Awesome. The next thing on the agenda is SCL Day, and Miss Wendy, that's all you.
Yes. So I sent out that email a while back because we had to make a decision about this changing lives performance. And we decided to do it. Benjamin was like the only one with a comment and said that the group was fantastic and he was sure it would be great. So we're only doing it for 7th grade because
Not
sixth-
because he was the only response.
not the only because he's
Yeah.
the only response.
I just
but
know, I
we
know
just-
people that are part of that organization. It's a good organization.
Brian and I were talking and we were like, 6th grade goes to Houston, 8th grade has all this other stuff, and like 7th grade kind of never has much.
The neglected child.
And it was too much to try to do like the whole school. So we're doing it on March 5th. And there'll be 3 performances. So I think we'll probably just break it up by team. And so 1 performance will be in the morning and 2 will be in the afternoon. And then they do like a workshop after the performance with the students. And then the other thing Brian and I have is our campus has $900 for SEL that we have to spend by December 15th. Only that we earn by being a C campus, model campus, but
We thought we were gonna be able to use that money to pay for this presentation, and then the deadlines all changed on us.
and so they just sent us an email last week saying you have $900 and you need to let us know by December 15th how you're gonna do
What are you gonna
this.
spend it on?
Emily Mesa.
So these are the guidelines, the restrictions. So it can be like for professional learning, it could be for supplies and resources, and it could be for like community partnerships. The restrictions are all the orders must go through SEL. Like the campuses can't just spend the money and get reimbursed. It has to go through that. They have to pay them directly. So, like if we wanted to do a self-care day or something like that for teachers, then they had to, like it has to go through one of their approved vendors.
No food.
It can't be food, and it can't be used for personal things at home, Emily.
Sorry.
No personal bathing or kitchen accessories. Those are allowed to be purchased.
Gonna get it.
Um,
Public.
I do
So-
need a spatula, I'm just saying.
So, I mean, Brian and I were kind of thinking of like maybe something like things that we want to get for teachers, like either a room we want to create where we can actually have a lounge, like a lounge that's not like with a bathroom right there, where like people are, you know what I mean? But like, if we wanted to get like chairs and stuff, like a chill area for us, or if there's things for your students you want. But we think like that will probably be the easiest way to go since we have such a limited amount of time. But wanted to get y'all's thoughts on all that.
I saw like a project thing where somebody had talked about they made, it's like an SEL kit, and you send a student down to whoever is gonna have all the kits, and they have like a smiley face sticker, like a mint, and like a little affirmation on a card, and then like other little things you wanna put in there. And it's like if you see a kid having a bad day or something, you send them down and they get a little kit.
And there's a whole bunch of them,
Yeah, it's like they're like in little baggies.
$900 worth.
but it could be for staff.
Yeah.
So
But
a
it could
couple
be
of things,
staff.
so I think that's a really cool idea, and you could do it for staff, 'cause I think staff could really use that. And it wouldn't have to be smiley face, it could be like a Coke and like some chocolate.
Yeah.
Something good, right?
Food.
Although it can be food.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
smiley face. But you did talk about a space, talk with the counselors, and they're willing to create, they have that extra office that they use for lunchroom, to change their lunchroom space and create that. So it's like a cool down, calm down
For kids'
Space.
for kids too.
We use it for kids. It has a whole setup for kids to go in and,
We were talking about adults.
What if we did like
but
a
we use
yoga
it now
thing?
for kids, so it could be a combo
If you,
kid adult.
cause
Oh, yeah.
the librarian at
Yeah,
that is elementary.
Massage chair.
She's
$100.
kid yoga certified.
Massage chair.
Oh my
We could
God,
get
that
her
would
to
be
come do kid
amazing.
That's a
yoga.
great idea, Mr. Howard.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking.
Yoga? I
What's
know,
a
I kinda like that, a
massage chair?
massage chair, I wonder if they would get for that
Takes
for
tweezers.
staff.
We'd have to
Yeah,
send
I
a
wonder.
Google sign up sheet.
You can house it in the library.
Massage chairs are.
I gotta leave my room.
Are they more than $900?
But what if
Yeah,
it wasn't a
I
chair,
had
what if it was
one.
one of those little seat
I
things?
do think
Yeah.
you could get one for around $900,
But yeah, those
honestly.
fancy ones like a sharper image or like.
Yeah, or
Is it
like relax
is it-
your back
Is it like one of
store?
those beds you lay in the
Then
water?
we end up on
massage
kids
you?
saying, local school spends money on massage chairs.
Teachers who are
They
underpaid
put
and
up the staff with
overworked.
pictures.
I have an idea about, I don't know what we've been doing on Valentine's Day recently, I sort of forget, but I know that like when they pass out flowers and that kind of thing, it's always like sort of crappy for certain kids who don't get anything. So I don't have an idea of what we could do to supplement, but I know that getting something for everybody on that day might be nice.
I thought Michelle always made sure that everybody got
Something.
That's
No.
possible.
That was one year, yeah.
That was
You
one
know what I'm
year,
talking about?
I don't remember.
That's a cool idea.
I missed it, we had a
So,
typo.
I mean, what I kinda hear is like, we should have like little packages for the kids, yes, but do we also want something for us?
Yes.
Yes.
I think we
A
do
massage
packages
chair.
for kids and
And
for us.
adults,
Mhm.
so we need to just make a list of things that what we would want.
Quick.
Grab me one of those ones. It's like kids, they love stickers, which is so funny to me still, but my students will do anything for a sticker.
My sixth graders have been losing it over the sticker poster thing we have, if you wanted to put that, one of those somewhere in like a main area. Come see my sticker posters.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I see. Yeah,
So like
that's
stickers
awesome.
and like what about like fidgets or something, like some
Finger
cool
puppets.
Finger
All of the
puppets.
How about the old
Squishies.
Chinese finger
The
traps?
squishy things.
Just look at Oriental trading, all that stuff.
And the councils have been doing a good job of finding little fidget things. I mean, you have too, but
Yeah.
they got that,
Just still there.
I hate that word, that boink. It's
The
called a
boinker?
boink. It's, yeah, that's what they have them.
The boinker fidget.
Do you need that in real
I told you it wasn't an appropriate word, but it's a really cute little fidget thing. It's got a
Boink.
marble in it, and you move the marble back and forth.
Oh yeah. Like
I
one of
know
my
those.
kids took mine
Yes.
today out of class, and I heard she was chewing on it the next period. Just
Yeah.
my eighth period was like, "Hey, that girl from seventh period or from fifth period took your thing," and she was chewing it in her mouth during last period. I said, "Great, okay, boy, okay, now you're talking about fidgets."
Yeah, maybe just
not
open
right
up
yet.
Oriental Trading Company and just get like
You know who
25
also,
of these things and 25 of this
But you
and
know,
20
I
of that.
found Amazon has great. They have like packages of assorted fidget things. Like I put them in my prize bag. Cheap, like $10, and you get like
Work with Griselda
25
to find
fidgets.
Work with Griselda to
Well,
find the
no,
cheapest
they'll
way to
have
do it.
to do it. Like
But it's
SCL will have to
$10.
do it. So
Cool.
I'll just call. I'll see.
Okay.
So what about for us? It can't be food. So I know, right?
Can we invest that money into stock options for some of these
No.
companies? So as we spend money, we make
No.
But
money.
I do think there's things that teachers like too.
Well-
They'll like the pen, they'll like the sticky notes, they'll like fun little things like that.
Quality supplies
pointers.
is,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I like those little jars that
Supplies.
you know, so like
What
some
are those
quality
pins we saw?
Like
off
Like
on
those
the-
pens that you have.
Oh yeah, the
Or these.
flare- the
I like
flare-
these.
The
Uniball.
flare pins.
those are great pins. The flare
Flare
pins are
pins.
great.
Yeah, the big,
pens.
like
This is the one that
Raspberry
you were
Pi.
talking about writing on your dry erase
Yeah.
board.
The
I
flare-
always
flare
use
pins.
colored dry
flare
erase
pens,
markers.
yeah.
It's
And
the
those
only thing
felt
I use
pens.
in the gym.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like stuff I send the kids to the nurse for, like chapstick, like
Chapstick.
Vaseline, like they've cracked lips and they're bleeding.
Give them a Band-Aid for their lips.
Yeah, I want a tub of Aquaphor from them.
Axe body
You want that, and I want
And they're all
like
dipped into the same
antibacterial
thing.
wipes.
Antibacterial.
No axe.
You got ideas?
Yeah,
that was
so
funny.
that will help.
I
So
was
we'll
joking.
just go.
Have you
So I'll
smelled
just
sixth
contact
graders after
Victoria and be
PE?
like,
No.
this
Yeah,
is
they
what
put
we're
too much on?
thinking.
Yes.
Tell me what
Do I
vendors
need
you
to
have
talk a
and
little?
how
I
we
will.
can make that
You would
happen.
do it Thursday?
Does that sound like a
Yeah.
$900
Yeah.
worth of
Sports word is
Are you
different
here?
from showering.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
film it.
We can have it on a
Replaces
Friday.
a shower.
Maybe does that sound like
We
$900?
will have the
worth of
hygiene
stuff?
talk later.
Maybe once-
I guess if we knew enough of
Yeah.
it.
break
That's why I keep the
As
air
the kids, we gotta
Oh,
have
maybe an
kids.
appliance.
told
Yeah,
them
that's
they
a bad
did.
idea.
They do.
Some
you're
kind
cold,
of,
you're
or
not
an extra,
supposed
to.
maybe a
Copier?
collar, I know.
Another printer in the library.
Well, I'm thinking like SEL kind of oriented things, like.
That's definitely gonna improve our attitude.
Or two, the rooms stink, so like aromatherapy
We
things.
can't do
you
that
Oh, we
because
can.
the health department.
Oh.
Even the like
You're not-
the
yeah,
you're
freezer
plugged in right now.
White noise for the bathroom?
Oh.
That would make me happy.
Can you do sprays for the bathroom?
Baskets for
Sprays.
disc
I
golf,
think
to
it
just set it up
you
around
can't
the
have something in
pool,
your room
relax
that's
and
like-
walk
Maybe sprays for the
afterwards.
bathroom.
I We like haven't what he's talked saying. about
I'm just
that,
saying,
like,
nice
what
and
he's saying.
relaxing, we could have maybe a
What?
putting green.
So I think I talked about like considering putting something
Great.
like starting a mini
That'd
good
be
mini
fun.
disc mini disc
There's
golf
a
course.
grant
that
How-
they actually do that.
How much concrete would we need to
I want, you know what, I'm
permanently
gonna call
cement
and see
disc
like
golf
what we have
baskets?
access to.
1 to 2 bags
Mini
per
disc
basket.
golf.
That's it.
Because we have the baskets.
What
Oh,
if
no, you
we
can't
had
cement those.
games
No,
for
we
the
have
teachers
real
that we could
ones
use?
that are in a box.
And I've seen the real ones in the box. You
Like
still can't.
mini
Those are still
disc
portable.
golf and things
They
like
are.
that.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
could do
yeah.
it on a
You need like
PD day.
an actual ones that'll actually stand the
Actual
weather
steel.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you.
But there's grants. There's a
Like games
big
with
time grant. They'll give you a
teachers too.
9-hole course. It's what Small has at their school.
I think that's a great idea to do it around.
I've gone and played it before.
Okay.
Oh, the green,
Okay.
green,
Could we
green.
have
tag?
Okay.
another day, like, we all.
We'll figure this out. Give me the next thing.
Oh, yeah,
Uh-huh.
okay, let's move on. Bowie vertical team, PD on the 4th. You should have gotten an email from a random thing.
Yeah.
When you click on it, it has a
Yeah.
black box that says Bowie B or BVD PD. That's legit. It's not a fake scamming.
The 3rd is here. So the 3rd is here. The 4th is.
The 3rd will be here. The 4th will be at Bowie.
Which one is the exchange day?
The
second.
second.
Second, got it.
You need to sign up for one thing per time slot, I believe is correct.
Can
Unless you're presenting.
Unless you're presenting, then that's your time slots.
It was.
It's from Sketch.
It's from sketch.com, I think. Mine was from
Couldn't
sketch.com.
tell, like,
Yes,
what they were
I saw the
asking,
email
like, what they
that
were
said
Can we
wanting.
sign up day of, or we have to do it beforehand?
We'd like for you to do it beforehand, just so we can make sure everybody's got a spot and we don't have,
It's like,
yeah.
Sad presenters, like when we went to the literacy
Yes.
conference and 2 people showed
Yeah.
up to our thing.
And we also have like some really like, you know, principals on our vertical team that are gonna, here Jason, here are all the classes you're gonna go to on that day. I will not be doing that for you, just so you know.
I was like,
There was a wide variety, I mean.
Yeah, I thought
Yes,
so.
Sked.
And like I told somebody else, if you don't like any of them, there's like 7 or 8 of y'all presenting, sit in one of y'all's colleagues' sessions.
who's here is presenting?
Yeah, who,
We are.
Oh, good.
4? Wow.
No, yes?
Who, what?
Are we not doing, are you
Summer's
doing differentiation on
nice.
that
Yes.
day?
Mm-mm.
indistinguishable.
Yeah, that's,
That's
right. Why'd you decide to do it?
So
We need to
presenting
coordinate.
teachers
We got
don't
team
have to
actors, that's what
sign
we
up
need.
for,
Say again?
presenting teachers.
Yeah, I think
Don't
whatever
have to
session
go to
you're not
sessions.
presenting, sign up for the one that you're not presenting on. I think y'all present 3
Oh,
times
okay.
out of the 4.
Is that right?
I think it's 3 times out of the 4.
Oh,
You
I
know?
think
3
I
times.
deleted
3
the
times,
email.
Yeah, we're off the first section, so you can sign up for something. I'm going for the one
Probably then I
where,
got to come in late.
I didn't, but, getting kids to think independently.
Yeah. If y'all have questions
Something-
about
there's
those,
something
just
about
let me know
that.
too. But hopefully, make sure everybody gets it. It's everybody, it's TAs and teachers. And admin and.
Everyone.
It's everyone, minus
All,
custodians.
all staff.
Mhm.
The last thing is the winter luncheon on the calendar stuff, fine arts, Mr. T.
Winter luncheon will be Thursday, December 20th. Food will be provided by Dr. Mitchell. Thank you for taking care of that. And I already worked with Rosaldo. It's going to be, I think last year, in the past, it's been Pragos, so we'll do that again for the luncheon. We'll have orchestra and band kids performing little holiday tunes during lunches. And then same as last year, we'll have the fine art kind of showcase whichever holiday things that we're doing with our classes for the morning.
So we need to be a Pepperelli schedule that day, right?
I need to, well, our department meeting is next week, so
Okay.
we're gonna talk about how we're gonna organize that.
Okay, so let me know if we need to do Pepperelli schedule.
Okay. But,
Because we wouldn't have to. I mean, we could still do it during 6th period, y'all still go back Sunday. Just let me know if we need to do Pepperelli schedule so everybody knows.
okay,
Okay,
but once we get together, we'll let y'all know.
okay.
So Thursday, December 20th is the food, and Friday, December 21st is the
Concert.
winter assembly. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Thursday, the 20th is the food and the.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both on Thursday. There's
Thank you.
nothing on Friday.
I was confused, okay, thank you.
And then Nicholas, is
Friday's a
that,
holiday.
I was
Yeah, I know.
confused when I looked at the calendar. Is that the 10-year celebration or not? Y'all are
No.
doing that in the spring, right?
That's gonna be in the spring.
Got it, okay.
Shut.
Yeah, if you didn't know, Friday the 21st is a holiday.
Oh, the camera on camera.
Yes. That was Emily Mazak. Not Brian.
It's called Cakes In. Cakes In. Record it.
I did it up here.
I totally missed
On camera. It's documented. I'd like to file a grievance. All right, so that's the calendar items. The next thing is the STAR interim assessment dates, and math and ELA are responsible for administering those 2 tests.
Yeah, we are.
We just need
we're still
dates.
learning about. So I sounds like they're each 2 hours. So are we gonna commit 2 days? Is that what we're doing? And are we gonna try to get 6th, 7th, and 8th all on the same days, or because trying to swing that many Chromebooks and everything may be a little tricky?
You're right, because they're all online, we'll have to.
Yeah.
No, I think we can still do it.
How many do we have? Do we have 900 Chromebooks? Do y'all remember from last year, Melissa?
Well, if everybody's using their team card, then, I mean, there's one ELA, if ELA does it one day and math does it another day.
Yeah.
Should be
Then it
okay.
should work.
It should work.
We have to do 2 different weeks though, right?
Or ELA does it Monday, Tuesday, math does it Wednesday, Thursday.
Sorry.
I mean, we don't know what these tests are like, so we don't know how long they're gonna take.
Can we get one more bird?
They told me that the math one is 26 questions, for what that's
So, I
worth.
mean, in the past,
Which
they've
is about
said
half
2
the
hours.
length of
Yeah.
a STAR test.
And it's never taken two questions, but, I mean, we don't know.
Yeah, if we just schedule it so that ELA and math are doing it the same day, then everybody just use their team card, and we should be fine.
When are y'all thinking you're gonna do it?
Well, the other option, which we were talking about this morning, is we actually have till January 15th. They said they prefer us to do it in December, but it might, I don't know if, I mean, if it'd be easier for us to try to do it right when we got back.
So, originally Whitney had said that just the intervention classes were gonna do this, and then it
Right.
was
So we
opened up,
changed
right?
because we're not gonna do the MOYs. We can either do the district MOYs or we can do these interim assessments.
So,
The three
It
of
sort of
us
seems
feel
like the district
these are
changed
gonna
their
be better.
mind. Originally, they said we were have to do both, like that there was no, but then they said, oh, if you do the interim, then you don't have to do the morning.
so what
Okay.
Whitney and I kinda talked about was that like Carrie and I will give ones that are on a lower grade level.
Hmm.
So we can kind of
So-
see how they do
So
with
hang on a
that,
second here,
and
so I know
then
that you
the-
can't. So
Oh, okay.
what if, so there's 2 interim assessments. There's this one that you can give right now, and there's another one that you can give in the spring. So what we were talking about, if we gave everybody the math and the ELA now,
Mhm.
you pass it, you do well, maybe they get motivated to do really well right now, that's it, you're not gonna have to do them again. If you're not gonna do well in these interim assessments, then you're gonna have to do them again, probably like yours classes. And then you can get the
Okay.
second round.
At
So
my
we
math-
should not do them now, cause Whitney and
Either-
I were like talking about.
Not
doing
separate
them.
from
We take
theirs.
These
them,
are
they'll be
I would
taken
say-
two
them.
rounds of interim tests to
One.
lead
I
up
know, but she was saying that I should give
to
them.
see where you're at.
We've
for
had
the
lots of
STAR.
conversations with Whitney.
Okay.
W,
We'll talk about
W
it later.
name, whatever that is right now. We've had lots of conversations because we weren't sure it was happening so fast right now. So I think the final thing is we're gonna give it to all math, all ELA, 6th through 8th grade.
Okay,
The TEA has come up with interim assessments now, not TEA, but the people who make STAR through TEA has come up with these. So we just feel like they're gonna be better aligned than what the district is doing with MOYs because those
Right.
are hit and miss depending on what it is. But they don't have them for social studies and science yet.
So we have to give the end
Still
of
have
the
to
year
do
test, which is stupid because
Yeah, already
they
done.
don't know the stuff they don't know at the
So-
end of the year.
I need to have some of my kids take it though before the end of the semester, because their schedules are gonna